Good everybody, what is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA. In today's real user review, we are going to be taking a look at the Bleu de Chauffe Business Musette bag. Now, Bleu de Chauffe did send me this as a sample for review, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. I do not share this content with them prior to publication. They will see this when you do. In addition to that, there is an affiliate link in the description box down below. If you're considering buying this bag or any other product from Bleu de Chauffe, please consider using that link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do earn a small percentage from that sale, and all that money goes back into the channel, help me produce more content so consumers can make informed purchasing decisions. Now, I'd like to pre-apologize for the pronunciation of Bleu de Chauffe. I think I'm saying it correctly, but I have absolutely no experience speaking or saying French words, really. So I'm probably butchering it, and I do apologize for that. Yeah, so we're going to attempt to move past that and get into the review. So this is my first offering from Bleu de Chauffe, and I would say this is a great bag right up top. I had been actually looking at them for some time, so when they offered a sample, I jumped on it. I am a bag nerd. I do love bags. Now this is, if you do the math, it's about 985 cubic inches, which equates to about 16 liters. Now for me personally, it's at the small end of my EDC of what I can carry. I do have everything in here, and I do have a little bit more room in there than I did think I was going to have. So it's actually a really, really good size for a moderate EDC. Now here's a pro tip. I did just come off of using a 40-liter bag for an EDC, which for me, that's the first time I've ever done so. I generally like something in the mid-20s, upwards of 30 liters. But if you feel like you're carrying too much in your EDC, transition into a smaller bag. It will help you shed a ton of dead weight. Now, I personally like to do this. It's now springtime. I came out of winter carry, so I do carry extra stuff in the winter, extra hats, buffs, scarves sometimes, gloves, things of that nature. So when you switch into a smaller bag, it helps you to shed a lot of that weight that you might have accumulated. So it's a good practice to do every once in a while anyway, to jump from a larger bag into a smaller one. But I'm finding that the 16 liters of the Business Musette is like the perfect size. I can carry everything I need in there. I have a little bit extra room in there for the occasion where I do have to carry my extra hard drive. I do have an ongoing freelance gig where I've got now a dedicated hard drive to them because I don't know how much space this is ultimately going to take. So if I feel like they're going to be asking me for files throughout the day, I will bring my additional hard drive, and I have room in there for that. So size-wise, it is a great size for a standard EDC. Now, who is Bleu de Chauffe? Well, they are a French company, and there's actually Stridewise has a great video. He was there, he interviewed them, and surprisingly, the Australian that is now an American citizen also speaks French. So he was there talking to them, interviewing them, and they are such an amazing company. They not only care about their workers, but they take care of their workers. The employees don't work on an assembly line. They can all build the products from start to finish. They move around, so they're not doing one job every single day. They are all cross-trained to do just about every job in the facility. And on top of that, the facility itself is amazing. It sits on a beautiful plot of land where they actually have a communal garden where the employees can actually pick vegetables from the garden. It just seems like an all-around amazing company. They don't just care about a bottom line. They actually care about the product that they're putting out, the employees that are putting out that product, and they take care of those employees. They treat them as the artisans they are. I will say they're absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite features of this bag, and I'm a big proponent of mechanical operations on bags. I'm fine with like nylon buckles and stuff on a bag that's supposed to have nylon buckles, but something like this, I love this leather belted strap that will attach the shoulder strap to the bag. Now this is actual leather mechanical closure, so you can actually remove this if you wanted to take it off, or if you needed to change it. It is all fine made leather. It's beautiful. The craftsmanship that went into this, the care, the quality. This is one of my favorite features of this bag. I absolutely love it. It looks great on the bag, and it functions amazingly. You don't have to worry about a magnet popping loose. Now, I will say there is one magnet closure on this bag, which I'm okay with as like a secondary closure system. It's on the back of the bag, and it uses just to kind of secure the back flap closed. But in addition to that, the grab handle straps also secure this closed. So there is a magnet right here. You can hear it. but it's a pretty strong one. It's not a cheap one. I actually have to put some force on there to pop it loose. But it's not something that's keeping the main closure of the bag closed. It's just a back quick access pocket. But because we also have this grab handle, that's securing that closed. So if you do have anything important in here, you don't have to worry about it falling out because you can easily secure it with the grab handle as well. Now the main closure of this bag, it's really nice and I really like it. It's easy to both open and close. You just press it and lift it up, and then you can just feed it back down and you'll hear it. It clips back closed. So it isn't also a mechanical closure. Yes, there is a spring involved, but it's not just a magnet that closes the main body of the bag. It's an actual mechanical closure that is secure. I can actually pick this bag up with that and it's not going to open. And yes, I do have all of my EDC in here, so it's not like the bag is empty. My full daily EDC is in there, and I can clip and I can hold it and shake it by the strap, and it's not going to open. So that is a pretty solid mechanical closure for the main body of the bag. Now the Business Musette bag is made from an 18-ounce wax serge canvas from British Milleraine. And it seems like we are having the springtime that will not stop dumping rain on us, so this bag has been out in the rain several times now, and the bag has not wetted out. Nothing inside has gotten wet. And yes, this is a waxed canvas bag. While it doesn't look it doesn't have that shiny, wet look that you think of when you picture wax canvas. This is a dry wax canvas from British Milleraine. And I've had several jackets made out of British Milleraine dry wax canvas, and they're great. While I do like the look of wax canvas, I think patina is really nice. I like the way it ages and you get creases and folds. The dry wax is actually pretty nice to both wear and handle because it is a dry feeling. I can rub this bag and I'm not getting that waxy feeling on my hand. When you have a wet wax canvas, you can feel it. After you touch it, you handle it, you wear it, you can feel a clamminess or wetness on your hand. Not the case with this. Now, the dry wax has kind of been permeated in there, so you're not gonna get that penetration where the material might seem like it's absorbing some of that water, but I've not had it permeate all the way through. And I've been caught in rain with both this bag and British Milleraine dry wax jackets before, not gotten wet. So it does work really, really well, but you're not gonna get that clammy feeling when you're handling it. So it's kind of nice that way. Which I think for this bag, it's a little bit classier looking bag. I like that it is a dry wax canvas because even though I do personally really like the way wet wax patinas and looks, something like this is a little more classy. So the dry wax is going to add to the look of the bag. How is it handled? It's been handling amazing. As I said, I've been EDCing this bag, so I've been carrying this just about every single day. I throw all my stuff in here for work every single day. I'm in and out of this bag daily. Even on the weekends when I'm not carrying it, I'm getting something out of here. I will say, if we look in the front pouch, I have this. If you've seen any of my other bag reviews, if you haven't, I carry these Skinnet Solutions bags. And this one has some pills in it, like my cholesterol pills, allergy medicine, ibuprofen and Bear, which I ran out of in the cabinet. And I have been I'm putting in a pool for Miss Hazel Fantastic. I had to move my deck. It's a whole thing. So I've been doing a lot of manual labor in my backyard, and I am in my mid-40s, so my back does not feel great. I've been getting the Bear out of this thing almost every single day. I'm actually almost out. So on the weekends when I'm doing all the work in the backyard, I'm accessing this bag quite a bit to get my Bear out of there because my back has been killing me. So I'm in and out of this bag all the time, even on the weekends when I'm not carrying it. And you can't really tell. I mean, it looks great. The buckle itself, it doesn't show any signs of corrosion at all. The leather doesn't show any signs of wear. There's no dark spots where I'm accessing it all the time, especially when I'm coming in here to get my Bear after I'm outside digging in the dirt. My hands, even though I wash them, they might still be a little bit dirty, and there's no dark spots from that. And then the closure, it still works amazing. And again, I can bounce this bag around. So the bag is not only working incredibly well for me, it is wearing incredibly well. You can't tell that I'm accessing this thing daily and using it. It is working and wearing really, really well for me. So let's go ahead and check out what my loadout for everyday carry in this bag is. Now, before we dig into the bag, let's talk about this grab handle here. We do have a leather piece here that snaps closed over both the front and the back portion of the bag. Now, it does cover a good portion of the palm of the hand, so it distributes the weight nice and evenly, so it's comfortable to hold. Now, if we pop that open, You can see that it is attached. It's sewn to the back strap of the bag, so you're not going to lose this piece. It's not going to fall off in transit, and then you're going to be looking for it and pissed because you lost part of your bag. Now, if you want to go to the back of the bag where that has that little magnet closure there, this is where I keep my work ID. I just kind of tuck it in there so I can grab it easy when I'm going in and out of work. And I also keep my little boo-boo kit, first aid kit back there, so it's quickly and readily accessible. Now, if you want to go to the front of the bag, you can see that I do have my 2 skin solution pouches in these front pouches. These are a decent size front pouch here, and they do have their own 3-dimensional space. So they do open, you can see there's kind of a pleat here in the middle. So they do open away from the bag. So they have their own space. They're not taking up internal space in the bag. And these pouches are a decent size, but they fit in here perfectly. And I still have enough room in there. I can still fit a few extra things. Now the pink one is the little bit larger one, but there is still plenty of room in here. I can probably fit, if I really wanted to, I could probably fit both in one. Now you can see that it is pretty full. It's packed out to its max capacity. So I wouldn't really carry it like that, but I mean, if I wanted to or I needed to carry more stuff in the other pocket, I can easily stick both of these in one, and then I have a whole extra pocket open. Now, if you want to go to the internals of the bag, we have my notebook, my admin kit, my tech kit, and then I don't have a laptop in here now, but I have my tablet. Now, this pouch, this is removable. It snaps in and out of the back, so you can remove this felt piece, and it will give you a little bit more room in the bag. You're not going to gain a ton. This isn't very thick, so it's not like you're going to get a lot of extra room or space inside the bag. But if you aren't carrying a tablet or a laptop, it just makes accessing the inside of the bag a little bit easier. Then across the front here, we have this this little pocket here, which if we open it up, I just have my odds and ends in here. There's pens and pencils and Sharpies and stuff, and my cortisone cream for my eczema that I don't really need right now because we're heading into the summer months where I'm going to be a little bit warm, so I don't think I'm going to need to be putting the cream on. But we do have a big space in here. Again, about a 16-liter pack, so you can fit quite a bit in here. Now, Bleu de Chauffe does say that the internal laptop sleeve can fit 13, 14, and 15-inch laptops and a 16-inch MacBook Pro. Now, my personal MacBook Pro is a 15-inch and it fits in here no problem, but my work machine is newer, and that is in fact a 16-inch MacBook Pro, and that does fit in the bag very easily. Now, if you want to put everything back inside this bag, you can see that I can easily fit everything in here, and the bag is still accessible. I can put tablet back in here, and I still have room, plenty of room right here. If you want to go to the front of the bag, put my pouches back in here, flip the bag over, stick my first aid kit in there, put my work ID back in there, close that up, and I still have a lot of room inside this bag. I can still fit plenty of stuff in here. There's enough room that I can still fit, again, things in these front pockets. These are not completely packed out the way I have one of these pouches in each pocket. There is still a ton of room inside this bag. Now, as a self-proclaimed bag nerd, I can honestly say that this bag is awesome. It has been a pleasure to use. It is a very simple but smartly made bag. I like that it is both made ethically, and the employees are treated both fairly and compensated fairly for their work and efforts. The facility that they work in is amazing. I would kill to have some sort of working conditions like that. It is amazing. They can both express their creativeness by making these finely crafted products, and they can look out the window at those amazing views. It's just like, who wouldn't want to live and work in this area? It just looks amazing. But is this bag worth $362 US? And yeah, I think it's worth every bit of that. I have used many bags in my day. If you're unaware, if you're just finding me because you're searching out this bag, I started as a vlogging channel, but I started reviewing bags and EDC gear. So I did nothing but bags for several years, and I've handled and used more bags than are reviewed on this channel. And I can honestly say the care and craftsmanship and quality that is inside this Bleu de Chauffe Business Messenger bag is amazing. These are handmade bags. These aren't going to be made on an assembly line. The artisans, and yes, they are artisans that are making these bags. These are made by hand Each person that is touching this bag knows how to build this bag from scratch to finished product. The materials are sourced, they're built, amazing, high quality materials, craftsmanship. I absolutely love this bag. Now, you are paying for that care and craftsmanship. That is part of the price. You're getting a handmade, quality crafted product. It's not on an assembly line. It's not machines building this bag. Actual human beings are putting their time, effort, and care into building these bags. And they are beautiful. These are almost works of art, and they're great. The again, materials that are in these bags are amazing. I've had expensive bags that I was like, wow, this is absolute trash. I've had $400 bags that I thought were garbage. I've had $100 bags that I thought were amazing. And I would say that this is an amazing bag. The care, quality, craftsmanship, the quality, the way it's wearing, the way it's using, it looks like a simple bag that, yeah, you can go on Amazon and get something similar and pay 25 bucks. But you know what's gonna happen to that bag? You'll be lucky to get 4 or 5 months out of it. It's just gonna fall apart. This is a lifer. This is something you can buy and you can continue to use for years and years, if not decades. This is something that I could probably give to Hazel when she gets a little bit older and she could start using this for school because it is such a quality bag. And the more this is used, the more it's gonna wear and take on patina. Yes, it is a dry wax canvas, so it's not gonna get that like dirt folded over look when you see like some of these amazing like Filson jackets or the Huckberry Flint and Tinder jacket after they've been used and abused for years. But the leather is going to break in nicely. The material is it will eventually kind of fade and crease and take on somewhere, even though it's a dry wax canvas. So the more you use this, in my opinion, the better it's going to look. It is a dry wax canvas, so it's not going to take on that patina nearly as quickly, but all of the leather eventually will. It's all going to break in and age well and still be completely usable. It's not something that you're going to have to repair or duct tape or throw in the trash because it's a garbage product. This is a product that is going to last you for a very long time. So it is made with care, made with human beings, made by artisans, and it's going to last you a very long time. So yes, I do think that the Bleu de Chauffe Business Musette bag is worth $362. Again, I have a pretty decent background in bags, and from first time handling this, I could tell that this was a quality product. This wasn't something that is overpriced, that someone's just trying to do a money grab on. This is something that people put thought and care into both building and then creating, crafting, and then sending to your door. So if you're looking at it, I do not think you would be disappointed. The 16-liter capacity of it is great for an EDC. It's perfect for a shoulder carry or crossbody carry because being a shoulder or crossbody bag, you're only putting all that weight on a singular shoulder. So for me, I do have large messenger bags. I love large messenger bags, but I also messed up my shoulder and back from carrying large messenger bags. So I feel like that like 15 to 18 liter range of a shoulder bag is like the perfect size because you're not going to overload it with a ton of weight and ultimately hurt yourself. So the 16-liter capacity is both incredibly useful for an EDC, but it is about that sweet spot for what I feel is safe to carry on a single shoulder of a bag repeatedly over and over again for days and days, weeks and weeks, months, years and years. Anything more than that, I think eventually you're going to end up hurting yourself, really, because you're going to end up carrying too much weight. Because don't get me wrong, while I did shed a lot of weight jumping down into a 16-liter pack from the 40-liter pack I was carrying, if I use this long enough, this bag is going to get filled up and it's going to be busting at the seams, and it's going to have a lot more weight in it. And that's going to happen to everyone. So having a little bit smaller liter bag for a single shoulder carry ultimately is going to work out for your health benefits in the long run. So not only is it a great bag, but it's also going to keep you from hurting yourself in the long run with the capacity of the bag. So if you're looking at it, snag one. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I know I certainly am not. This is an amazing bag, and it's been a pleasure to use over these past couple weeks. So with that, if you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications the next time I post a brand new video. Good night.